Hey, John Coopy, how you doing? Val's here. How's everybody doing? John, are you up and about? What are you up to? Well, I'm not all that quiet, but hey, John Coopy, how you doing? Val's here. How's everybody doing? I was wondering if John, are you up and about? What are you up to? Let me see what's going on here. Got to make sure they're all shut off. Um, Val, if you'd like me to send you and John a link to come in for a few minutes, we can do a little chit chat if you're up to it. Okay, I just sent a couple of links out to you guys. If you think that you want to pop in, feel free. I just decided I might come on and just test the waters a little bit here tonight and see what is going on. The Okay, John, I sent you a link and I sent Val a link too. Lynn and I were talking the other day, and she said that she thought that it's kind of important. Hey, Val, how are you?
Do you see me?
We see you. Yes, we do. Lynn and
I
Lynn and
I
I were
hurt my leg, so I'm
oh,
not up and about.
sorry to hear that. Lynn and I were talking the other day, and she kind of felt as though during this crisis, more people should be on at different hours of the day because people need an outlet. They're not out socializing and stuff like they usually do.
Right.
So I thought, well, what the heck? It's only like 9 o'clock on the West Coast, so
Sorry, I am.
that's okay.
Do we have a feedback loop?
No, I don't think so. We did earlier because when I came on, two of them were on. Now your video. Oh, you're back.
There. Because I have to go on and see. Sorry. Yeah, I hurt my leg, and so I'll probably have to go to the doctor tomorrow.
Oh boy.
So I wasn't on tonight because Kim went on for me. We said technical difficulties, but technically I couldn't go on.
So that's the technicality. There's behind the scenes story.
Yeah, I didn't want to upset anyone, but I have to be on my iPad because when I went to go on and I tried to sit down, I went on Geek Savannah's. I don't know if you saw his stream tonight.
Yeah, I did. I
But
saw
it
you.
was-
You gave him some money, and then I gave him some money.
Did you? I didn't see you. Why didn't I see you?
I don't know.
But I am telling you, he had a lot of nice things to say about your channel.
He's a good guy.
I like Geek Savannah very much. He helped me with my logo. He's just a nice man, and he had a really good show, Paul.
He very much is. Yeah, I watched some of it, but then I decided to flick around a little bit, you know.
So I need to know a little bit about it. I feel like I look horrible, but I need to know a little bit about it, Paul. What? Stop.
Is that Ranger?
Forever.
Is that Ranger?
What? No, that's Devil Dog.
Oh, Devil Dog.
Yeah, my son can't keep him, so he is with me now. Hey, out of here. Out.
Oh my.
Oh my God, they trapped Devil Dog between all of them. Ranger out. Yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. And I told Kevin, you're getting paid for this to watch this dog, but how come I'm always having trouble with him?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm liking him a lot now. I am. He's so cute. But he's a devil dog.
He is a devil dog, huh?
So do you ever Momo, who used to be part of the group a long time ago, Paul, and I think she was part of the group right when you were coming into the group. She's finally put on, hey, Rojo. She finally put on a new video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was all about her shopping center. She took us all through it and it was empty.
Cool. Yeah. Well, there's so much of that going on, Val, and I understand people are panicking, but I also understand that some people are trying to say, because I have friends of mine say, "Oh, it's no big deal. It's just like the flu." Well, it is and it isn't. They don't know too much about it, and China's not sharing any information.
No, they aren't.
I've heard people say that, oh, as soon as the weather warms up, it'll disappear. Well,
we don't know that.
Nobody knows that. Some of the doctors say they don't know.
Right. And we don't know at this point. We have an idea you can't get it back, but we don't know for sure.
Oh, right. And you know what I just heard on the news just a minute ago. Remember how they're saying it attacks the elderly?
Yeah.
In China, the most people that have it now are between the ages of 16 and 30.
Yeah. Because do you want to take a guess at why?
Because they're the most social.
Well, yeah, and they don't want to lose their socialness.
That's
right. They don't want to stay home, Paul. They tell us to stay home and we're like, woohoo.
Exactly.
They tell them to stay home and they're crying.
Yeah, exactly.
I see Rojo's in the chat.
Yep, he is.
Hey, Robert.
I sent him a link, but he said he's going to bed.
No, you aren't, Robert. How can you go to bed? And if you are going to bed, just bring your computer in there like I do.
Well, at least you would think he could pop on, even if it's for a few minutes.
I know. Where's the love? Paul, where's the love?
No, just isn't the same anymore.
Yeah, I think John's going to be coming in.
Yep.
Oh my God, John's so funny when he comes on. He is such a funny guy. I just love him. Yep. Well, both these guys I think are just stellar guys. They really are.
Builder 710, how you doing, my friend?
I didn't get Silver 710.
Yeah, it just popped up on the chat.
Hey, Builder.
Yeah. Did you hear about John DiNardo? He took off with his little honey and went down to Puerto Rico. Soon as he got there, they closed the beaches, closed the casinos, closed everything. And so he's trying to get back now.
Okay. It's not funny, but that poor boy doesn't have luck.
Well, besides that, some of us tried to tell him, you shouldn't be going down there. Oh, it's okay. It's not. John, you shouldn't go. Oh, it'll be fine.
Oh my God, and he went to Puerto Rico. And so I think first of all, they don't want us there because we have it rampant here and they must have it rampant there at this point.
Yeah. Well, he said that it was, for him to get a cup of coffee is $8.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, he's been planning on getting away with his honey.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you, I looked up tickets to go to Canada because they closed the Canada border to everyone but us.
Yeah.
$369 for me from Idaho to go to Canada. That is nothing for July. I think the border will probably be closed by then. I thought the borders, they just close them just to kind of, because if we're all supposed to be staying home, how are we going to get over to Canada?
Well, my opinion is that I don't think they necessarily need to close the border between U.S. and Canada, because so much commerce goes back and forth, but
Right.
they need to be all on board with each other as far as, if you're coming into Canada, you should be the same rules as coming into the United States. And if you're coming to the United States, should be the same rules as going into Canada. So we're all on the same page.
Right. Oh, coast to coast. No, I've actually been in bed almost all day because I hurt my leg, and it's really painful when I try to get up. So I just kind of try to stay in one place. I've gotten into the bath, tried to help, but I'm just a mess.
Yeah. And Coast to Coast Drones, Bill, how you doing?
So I did go and get some vegetables today to plant some vegetable seeds, because I thought, you know what, back in the day we had Victory Gardens. Not in my day, but on my grandmama's day.
Yep.
And my parents' day, back when they were kids. And I thought, you know what, I usually have a garden, but I didn't the last 2 years. So I thought, I'm just going to go and replant.
Sure.
And, I'll be one of those running around. Hey, you want a zucchini? Don't have too many.
Here, take some tomatoes.
Yes, please take a tomato.
Hey, Val, Mia wants to go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
She was sleeping like a log when I started this.
Oh, of course. Oh, hold on. Oh, come on. What did this do wrong? Oh, I had this all perfect. There we go. Coast to coast. Oh, is Jody in the house? Let me look. So how's everyone doing?
Hi, Val.
Robert!
How are you this evening, girl?
I did see. How are you?
I'm doing well, girl. How are you tonight?
I'm doing okay. I've had to stay in bed most of the day because of my leg.
What'd you do?
Well, kind of unhooked from my hip, and it's sore. It has a sore spot on it, and it's just, I'm gonna have to go to the doctor, I'm pretty sure, and figure out what it is, what's going on. But I figure I don't have to stay home because I do work with Mary, and I'm gonna see her hopefully for the next couple weeks until that decline is final. But and I'm not gonna so I've been being really good about staying home, staying isolated, so I can't get this. So I won't bring it to her. So
yeah.
So what have you been doing to keep? Are you still have to go to work?
I haven't been to work in 2 weeks.
Really?
Because of the thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you working from home?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check my email and check the voice noise complaints from home. So
yeah. Hey,
yeah,
Robert.
I can't work.
Hello,
from
Paul.
home,
how are you?
But
thanks for coming in, Robert. You don't have it, do you?
No.
The virus? Okay, because
No.
I know you were a little sick before, and then you just said you haven't been back to work in 2 weeks. That's because the government told you to stay home, right?
Right. Well, since I'm part-time.
Yeah.
And
nice, Bill.
And since the base has pretty much closed everything down, so I'm not needed. So
any word? I heard that some of the military personnel around have been tested positive.
None of us here have.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
Nice.
think it was California and somewhere else, some other base.
Now, we just had some people come back from Oregon.
Ooh.
And nobody's tested positive. Everything is good to go.
Good.
So
So how's it in Wisconsin right now, Robert?
all is good. The state government has pretty much told the state employees that we can't go anywhere. We can't travel out of state for state business.
Right.
And they don't want us to go out of state even for personal business.
Right.
Even for personal, yeah. They want us to stay in place. So
Robert, are they raiding the stores like they are here, or?
actually, I didn't hear of anything until this week that the local store, the local Walmart, the toilet paper was gone.
Yeah.
Everything else is good, but it just, I don't know. I chalk it up to people panicking.
Hysteria.
Yeah.
So I went to Costco a couple days ago, which started this whole thing, I think, with my leg. But I had to stand in a long line outside, and I got there 15 minutes before they open, like I usually do. So I
Yeah.
like kind of zooming in, getting my stuff, zooming out. And I'd gone the week before, and I forgot to get frozen green beans because I like having green beans on hand because I love green beans.
With
And
butter.
so that's the only thing I needed. I walk in, they hand me a big thing of toilet paper, and I thought, okay, I think at Mary's house they don't have any. I'll just take it. And then they said, and then they had me disinfectant. Like, what did they kind of have? So you think I have? So I took that. Went back to no green beans, no vegetables, like no frozen vegetables except
Canned
for
goods, huh?
cauliflower.
Yeah, I just talked to a friend of mine, and they said they were in Walmart in Toma, which is not far from us. And they said a person in front of them had a cart full of canned vegetables, corn and green beans and everything.
Peas and carrots and everything.
Yeah, they had everything. I'm like, they're saying this is only going to last until middle April, maybe.
So if they're a family with children, how children are petri dishes, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I could see them being stuck at home for at least a couple months because one would get one, and 2 months later, 2 weeks later, the other one would get one.
Yeah.
And I could see them trying to think, boy,
And by the time it goes around,
Yeah.
by
Right?
the time it goes around, it's changed.
Yep.
So the first person gets it again. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I could see that with little kids. With Kevin and I just told him, I said, listen, we're going to be okay. But I wanted those damn frozen green beans because they're a big pack. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking 2 weeks. I know it'll probably get me more than that. And they're, silly about whatever. But I'm thinking 2 weeks. But I usually have I have a turkey in my freezer from Christmas I didn't use because I did the New York strip. I have a big ham. I figured
Yeah.
2 weeks. There we go. I think I've said, but not a vegetable in the house. So I ended up going to a regular grocery store and getting some frozen stuff to throw in. I thought 2 weeks worth. And then I got seeds because I'm going to plant my garden.
There you go.
Well,
I'm
like you
having
were
a
talking about
victory
earlier,
garden.
Victory Garden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Victory Garden.
Hey, Manamana.
Hey, Manamana.
Hey, Manamana.
I
How
don't
are
think
you
I was
today?
supposed to say that. Sorry. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, like a victory garden, like they did during the war and they did during other times where we've had trouble. And I think it's nice if you can plant a little, maybe some tomatoes, maybe zucchini, doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Plant them in a container. You don't have to have some big drawn out thing. Now I have
Yeah.
a few raised beds because I used to do really huge gardens. So this year I'm going to do a small one, but you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we usually plant tomatoes in 5-gallon jug or 5-gallon buckets.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you doing that this year?
We might. I think we are going to do that this year.
Because I think that we're going to have this for a little bit longer than what people think.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have this until we come up with a vaccine, and it may go down during the summer. You know,
Yeah.
I think the president was correct on that. I think during the summer we might be lucky and it'll go down, but I think it'll go right back up when we start the cold
Yeah.
season.
Well,
again.
they're talking about that peak. They've talked about the peak and then it coming down.
Yeah, they want to flatten it out.
They want to
Right.
flatten that out more. They're going to try,
Yeah.
but I think, but like the CDC said, it's going to be up to the millennials because they like to congregate.
Socialize. Yep.
Yeah. And I think we need to listen to the CDC and separate. We need to get that social separation.
I remember when I was a kid, nothing bad ever happened to me,
Well, no.
and I think that's the way.
Well,
they
yeah,
think.
yeah, that's the whole
That's
thing
why we're
too.
so
Yeah.
broken in pieces now, Paul.
Exactly.
So how many of us in high risk are considered high risk? I know I am because I have some asthma. I have an inhaler. I don't need it, but a couple times a year. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I
then I'm
wouldn't see you
diabetic.
as.
So they told me I can't cruise, but then they shut the cruises down. And I wasn't going anyway this year. I didn't
Well,
have
that doctor that was on with the president, he was on a little while ago on one of the channels.
Was that Fauci?
Yeah. And he said the question was put to him. He was on one of the channels, says, how do we figure out our risk? He says, well, here's the deal. He says, if you're in really close proximity of somebody and they have it, you're at high risk. If you're just having a conversation with somebody for a few minutes, you're at medium risk. And if you just happen to pass somebody on the street that has it, you're at very low or minimal risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're also saying that if you get it, that's what I'm thinking.
Yep.
So I'm in the high risk category because I'm 60 and I have a couple of autoimmune things.
Yep.
But my son came over because he mentioned they were watching TV and they said, hey, if you're diabetic, and all of a sudden he turned to look at his dad, he goes, oh, grandma's diabetic.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm isolating. I'm okay with the isolation. I'm happy. I don't have a problem. I still have to work. I still have to go to work. That's not stopping.
Right.
Yep.
But Mary's not going outside and visiting people.
No.
Her son flew in from Minneapolis.
Did he make it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he was able to get in, but that's the only problem we'll have if he ends up because of the
We're all
flight.
praying for her, Val. We're all praying.
I know. I gotta tell you, I got really attached to her, and I'm extremely attached to her. And it was so funny because I was sitting on her bed talking to her, and she just wanted to talk. And she looked at me and she goes, people don't think much of their family until they don't have their family.
Exactly.
And then she looked at me and she goes, you're not family, but you're like family.
Oh.
And I didn't even realize she knew who I was from day to day. I mean, I knew she felt safe, but I didn't realize she was knowing me. So I just sat there looking at her. I had to get up because I started to cry. I was just like, oh my God. And it's just a mess. I'm a mess. Oh, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
So it's
Love
been
you,
hard.
Val. Love you.
Yeah.
I love you too,
It's
Robert.
it's a tough. I took care of my mother at the end when she started to get dementia. But the interesting thing is when she died, just before she died, she became crystal clear on everything.
Yeah.
She knew everything.
Yeah.
Everything was firing,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's God's little give back.
Yep.
They have this tough time and then he gives a little something back.
Sure.
And
The sunshine before the end. Yeah.
right. And I didn't know Mary until I knew Mary. So I didn't know when she didn't have this. I didn't grow up when she was just, without this problem. I know her as she is right now. Last few years, that's who I know. I know her. I know she can be ninja. She can She will give you a hammer fist if you're not careful, throw stuff. But anyway, so that's who I know, and that's who I've kind of fallen in love with. I think she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when she's ninja, I think that's great.
Yeah.
Like, ah,
Drone Shots said that he stocked up on Pepsi and pizza rolls.
you know what? There was still pizza at our Fred Meyer. I was surprised. Why?
The frozen pizzas?
So is anyone out of toilet paper right now?
No.
So do you always buy extra anyway?
Yeah, we always keep. We've got
20,
the
30
pantry.
rolls. Yeah.
We've got the pantry, and we always keep extra paper towels and toilet paper. You know, when we get
Yeah.
like down one, we buy another. We go to Sam's Club and we buy a big bunch of it. So I don't understand why everybody's panicking.
Yeah.
Or why everyone's out. Well, I usually buy a couple big things of it at Costco, and
Yeah.
then I have it for a long time. And then when I start running out, I'm like, darn it. Like I had one pack left out of a big 30-pack roll. And so I went to Costco and I had no idea that we were out of it, that
The
they
whole
weren't they
wall
were
was
out of
empty
it.
Yeah.
at Sam's
The
Club.
whole wall. And so someone said, hey, we get it in the morning. I said, oh, well, that's okay. Then I'll just come first thing when I'm off work. And I did that. And I walked in, walked to the back, grabbed a couple big things of it, walked out. I thought, okay, so this is my normal shopping. But there wasn't a cart in there that didn't have 2 big bags.
Yep.
And I thought, is everyone like me? They just didn't. But they weren't, because before that, people were running around with 4 and 5 of them.
Well, it seems like they've made toilet paper the new gold standard. You
Yeah.
know, it's like if you don't have tons of toilet paper, you're in trouble. As I'm thinking,
So I got scared. I was like, what does this coronavirus do to us? Oh, okay, Manamana. I was like, what does this do to us? Because it must do something terrible if you need this much toilet paper.
Well, for us, it's wintertime. And we usually stock up anyway. You know what I mean?
yeah,
If we have a big snowstorm, we can't get out to go get it.
Right.
So we are automatically have stuff back here for, just in case. I don't know.
So Manamana, thank you for that. So I was talking about how many parents have it or whatever. Yeah, I couldn't read it all because it's hard for me because I'm holding my iPad and I'm using my iPhone to keep track of the conversation.
Val hurt her leg and she's in bed propped up. So that's why she's cozied up into the pillow.
Well, I didn't go on tonight. Kim went on for me because of this, because I went in and I got on Geek Savannah's, which he had such a good interview. Oh,
that was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
wasn't that killer?
It was very captivating. I was like, ooh.
Okay,
Geek's
and
getting
so
into
my
this.
show's starting, and I'm starting to cry because it hurt so bad to sit in that chair with my
Yeah.
leg. And I finally got a hold of Kim and said, I can't do it. I can't go on. But it was hard to leave. So I'm standing there watching Geek Savannah when Kim starts my show because it was so good. But what drone were they talking about?
It was a Kickstarter that guy had started,
Yeah.
that Vernon.
Kickstarter drone.
It wasn't one of the ones we would.
And he was
normally hear
at
about.
CES.
CES, and he introduced it, and yeah.
And he said that was the main thing that Geek Savannah was on about. He was saying, you advertise this thing with a 12 megapixel camera, and then now you're saying it's only going to have a 5 megapixel camera.
Well, and then he goes, oh, when we did our testing or when we did our shots, we color corrected. And I'm like, whoa. And I put in the chat, I go, if you're selling one and you're going, this kind of shots it takes, should you be color correcting that?
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
seemed weird to me.
Editing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And droning on.
It seemed
was
like that guy
really
was
fun.
dodging a lot of questions. He was
Yep.
dodging everything.
Well,
Is that okay?
it
'Cause
also
I wasn't
didn't
sure what
didn't it
was
seem
happening.
didn't it seem to you guys too that Geek Savannah was getting a little like, answer my question, don't talk around it.
He was, yeah, the guy was trying to talk around it, and Geeks was trying to
Yep.
be
Pin him
getting back
down.
on track, and
Yep.
the guy didn't want to get back on track.
Oh, and I gotta tell you, Geek Savannah, when he reminded me of a pit bull. When he had his mouth
he
on
was
that bone,
he was on a scent. Yeah,
Yeah.
he
you
was
were
on a
not
scent.
getting him
Yeah.
to open that jaw, click that bone out of there.
Yep.
Yeah,
But that's what I liked, because I don't think he was ever disrespectful, but he's very direct.
no, but he was very direct about it. Yeah,
And what a professional way in which he did that. I just, you know what? I admire him. I have from the time he first started. I've had conversations with him that weren't on live, right? Just because he fascinates me. He's just that good.
yeah.
You know, he's just that good. So
Yep.
I thought it was really,
Well, he scared
Really
me a couple of times because he wanted to talk to me about the drones in Colorado. Me being an Air Force
Yep.
public affairs person. And I said, well, I was kind of iffy about it. I was like, well, I don't know. And he goes, I'm not going to dig into you. And then I watched him tonight and he was digging into this guy.
yeah.
I was
But
like,
you know what? I gotta say, if he asked to interview me, I wouldn't worry.
no, I wouldn't have
because-
either, but
And you wouldn't have to either, because we just say what we say and we go with what we
Yeah.
go with. But
Yeah.
this guy, I think what happened was a lot of people invested in his Kickstarter. And
Yep.
yeah. And that was the main thing he was going
Yep.
after
And
was
he's not
you're
producing.
lying to people. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
He's saying you're
and
lying to people.
I don't think you ever want to do that when Geek Savannah
Is on the trail. Yep.
Because I was like, you know what? All those news report he does, he's really good about getting every little thing.
Yep.
Mhm.
He really is excellent at that. And I was sitting there, and I think I saw you in the road, Joe, and all I could think was how much you were going to enjoy that interview. Because I
Yeah.
knew you would.
Yeah. Well, I loved the interview that he did. It was awesome.
I mean,
He was
I
on him
wanted
at
to
every
stay
turn.
on.
I was just like, man, he's doing a damn good job.
Yep.
Oh my God, seriously, maybe your famous song, I don't want to waste any more TP on tears. Well, I
Go
gotta
fish.
say,
Hey, how you doing?
I told my roommate if he came out with toilet paper rolled all the way up his arm so he could have one sneeze, I was gonna kill him.
Go fish. Go fish wants our song.
Uh-oh.
He wants to brighten up his night. Are you ready? Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana.
There you go. There you go, Paul. Hey, goldfish. Seriously, maybe your famous song. So I've been I've been really interested to see what everyone's doing around about this, because it's been really surprising to me how people have gotten into fights in grocery stores. And when I went to Costco, they had a policeman there. And so I looked at Kevin, I go, okay, no fights. Kevin's like, stop it, Valerie. I would never. Don't joke.
Kevin?
That's not the
Kevin?
time.
That's right. You might have to put a collar on Kevin.
And then I thought, I wish Centroid was here, because I was going to go, you're not going to fight like you did at the last store, are you? No, he doesn't fight. Don't worry, officer.
Go fish. Must be having a hard night. He says, hey, can you brighten my night? Seriously, maybe your famous song. I don't want to waste any more toilet paper on tears.
Honey,
What-
what's wrong?
What's the matter, Go fish?
You
We're here.
haven't-
We can listen.
I hate to think that you're sad, Go Fish Office. You're so sweet.
Welcome to the Midnight Masses.
That's
Hey,
it.
Timeless
Murray,
Truth, how you
Val,
doing?
and Rob.
Yep. We are here for you all.
We're here for you.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. We are. I'm sorry I wasn't on earlier. Kim went on.
Today has been a sad day and a hard day. Thank you, Go Fish said.
Yeah. Why is
Timeless
it that
Truths. Good
sad?
morning. Goldfish, do you want to share anything more than that, or just that you don't want to? Because you're not the Lone Ranger. We've all had those days.
Oh, we've all gone through it, but yep, we've all gone through it.
Yeah. You know what? And I think I don't want. Okay, so let's
Hello,
talk
Timeless.
about positive things about Corona. Okay, there are
The
positive
beer's good
things.
with
There are
the beer is
positives.
good with lime. Yeah.
Let me say that the river or whatever it is in Venice, Italy,
Yeah.
is Kim told me, I'm thinking he got it right. Hey, Macadak. He said that it's clean right now.
It's clearing up. Yep. But the people are banished into their homes, and if you go on YouTube and you watch the YouTube channel that shows the many different shots and it
The
rotates
tourist
around,
places, yeah.
at the end it says, please, when this crisis is over, please come and visit Venice and help us save Venice, because it's just so bad over there.
Well, sorry, I keep dropping this thing, but I know. But right now, everybody's been worried about everything, pollution, all that. And right now, it almost feels like we're giving the world a break. We're giving Earth a little break, because even over China, the sky's cleared up. Now, I know it's just a little teeny break, but it's a break. So
Yep.
sorry if nobody agrees with me, but I thought, okay, so maybe that's what we needed.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you can
enough
look at
about
it. You can look at it that way, Val. Yeah.
Huh?
We're giving the world a break. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
And then I
well,
thought,
maybe it just turn it around, Val, and say the world is giving us a timeout.
some of
Yeah.
us needed a timeout. I needed one, but
Yeah.
they kept making me go out of my house. I think a timeout is I think it's okay. And now I understand, for those of us who live in America, hey, AZ Drone Dude, we're going to get money sent to us. Did you hear
Hey,
that,
AZ.
Paul?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so all I could think was a mortgage payment. Choo-choo. Yay. So if something happens with Mary, I'm independent contractor. So I have to go out and try to find more work. If that happens, it will be right when I need it to happen.
Yeah.
So I know it's a crazy world right now.
It's
Now I'm
tough.
not counting on it happening,
Yep.
because you never know. But payroll taxes don't help me because I'm independent.
Right.
So
Yep.
oh, see. Oh my God.
It's like Venice usually is busy, but this is early morning there. It's about 7 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m. And it just, I mean, there's the squares and everything, and just you might see a person here or there,
Yeah.
and right there where that guy is somebody sets up a vegetable stand every day for anybody that needs it, but it's not like swamped with anything.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to read something from Go Fish. Paul Murray. Hey, oh, no, that wasn't it. Let me get to it. Paul Murray, I getting worn out with dealing with my syndrome, mainly postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome.
Tricardia?
So is that like really bad, almost like an arthritis?
Yes.
and new injured wrist and very unkind people in my life. Well, go fish. I'm so sorry. You know, I think people are like that. And but we're here. We're here for you, darling.
Yep. Yeah. And it's like what I have to tell myself when I'm hurting and because I've got osteoarthritis and bad knees, bad hips, and the whole bit. Here's the one I was telling you about. When the emergency is over, book your next holiday in Venice. Help our city.
Yeah. Look how pretty.
Yeah, it's a very pretty place, but there's just normally when you go to that channel and watch those, it's usually bustling. There's people everywhere.
It's full. Yeah.
And they said the water was so filthy before.
Yeah,
but they
you can
said
go
it's
there
very
at
hot.
noontime. You can go at noon or whenever, and it's just nobody there.
Well,
Sad.
I got to tell you, it's amazing how clear that looks. And when I saw the satellite pictures of China,
Yep.
where you can see, I was like, see, I don't think we ever really, I know we know, but we don't know how bad it can be in places. So, I mean, we have inversions here, you know, where the air gets trapped because we're in a valley, and
Yeah.
it can get really smoggy in a place where we don't have a lot of that kind of stuff here. But it will get trapped, and it can be kind of icky. But we didn't have any of it this year. The skies have been pretty and blue, and
AC drone dude, how you doing?
yeah. So
yeah, go fish. You just gotta kind of try and power through it the best you can, and ignore the people that are mean or nasty to you, and they'll get their comeuppance at some point in time in the future.
that may happen soon.
Yep. Joe Mack.
I shouldn't have said that, huh? I think people need to be kind to each other because
Yes.
we are in this together. We are all in this together. And does it seem this is the event of our lifetime? You know, they've had the Depression, they've had 1918 flu syndrome, but this is the event of our lifetime. The big thing that takes on the world.
Yep.
At least I'm hoping this is the only one in my lifetime.
Yeah.
This is going to prove what kind of human beings we are.
Yeah, it'll show the world who we are, you know. Are we going to be selfish and self-centered, or do we care about other people's well-being and that kind of thing? And that's exactly what, you know, they're telling you every day. But I don't understand how the self-centered, not all of them, but some of the self-centered younger people just go on with their business and socializing and everything like they don't care. It's like, whatever.
So I got to tell you, I saw a guy in one of those little hover things, those little things they sit in when you get old and you can't walk very good.
Right.
And he was going, he's going down the road to go to the store. And I just thought, what? Is there nobody to help you?
To help him, yeah.
But I was thinking, I've been seeing a lot of the older people too have just coughing and not staying at home. And I'm just like, guys, there's a reason why we're supposed to be home. And I only go out for like really small amounts of time because there are a few things I have to prepare, like for my garden, how to get seeds and stuff, but the store is pretty empty. But I just don't think people, even the older generation, I don't think everyone's taking it serious. We had one of our Congress people say, well, it's not the plague. And I'm like, kind of
close to it, yeah.
When you get it, that's what I want to hear you say.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody would be taking it this serious if it wasn't serious.
Yep.
Oh, anytime, go fish.
Go fish. I'm
no problem.
Really,
Go fish.
Really sorry what you're going through, Go fish, and and we'll all just say a prayer for you, and just hope that others do too. Just take a minute and just pray
Yeah.
that God reaches out into your life and touches you and relieves you of some of the pain and agony that you're going through.
And I was going to say, in our prayers, we have a lot of people like Baduga and those guys who are over in Europe, like Happy Lux, who are surrounded
Yeah.
with this. I mean, really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm so worried for them, because I think here I can isolate pretty good, and I don't have a problem with it. Most of us droners, we can isolate and be happy with it. But I do worry about our group and our people, and the people pretty much out there trying to make things work. And I think we're going to end up closing the bars because we still have people congregating there.
Yeah. Well, they've closed the
like,
bars
what?
here in Michigan. They've
Did
closed
they?
Yeah,
all
here
the
too.
bars and all the
Yeah.
restaurants
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
restaurants
they've
have all
done that here.
gone
to drive through. Carry out.
drive-through. Yeah.
Yep.
But 3 weeks ago, I went to a restaurant, and then last week, I think I went, and they were pretty empty. But the people who were in there were coughing, going like this, and I just thought, okay. I walked up to the gal who was the waitress, said, "That table over there, not okay."
Yeah.
And she goes,
Well-
"I'll be spraying it all down." I'm just like,
Yeah.
and they were young people, and the ones at the other restaurant were older. I'm like,
Mm.
come on, guys.
Yeah. Well, a friend of mine, Tim, comes over periodically, and he usually likes to pick up tacos from Taco Tuesday and bring them over.
Uh-huh.
So he went up and ordered tacos and was standing there waiting for it. The guy comes out of the back room with somebody else's order. He does a great big sneeze
Oh,
and then catches it in his shirt like this,
oh,
goes over
no,
and
no,
just
no,
does
no,
a
no.
quick rinse of his hands.
No.
So Tim says, "I'm out of here."
No.
No. I told Kevin I was sitting in a buffet, and it was 2 weeks ago. Before we had any cases here. And this older lady is coughing and just her hand. And I go, Kevin, because I told Kevin, you have to use their hand sanitizer when you go to get food. And then when you're done getting your food, use it again.
Yep.
He's like, why? And I said, watch, she's going to go over to the desserts now. And she ran over to her little desserts, little lady, touching,
Yep.
it's fresh. Is this? I'm just like,
Yeah.
really?
Yep. Yep.
But
Yeah,
people are used to doing things how they do them.
Yep.
Hmm.
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Hey, Tim.
But you know, we're all going to get through this sooner or later. And
Yeah.
like Val says, it's not going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to go on for a while. But once you get into a cycle of not hugging and kissing everybody and stay the distance.
Yeah.
And also wash your hands and stuff, that'll help tremendously across the board.
And do the elbow thing,
Yeah.
It's so hard not to shake hands. It's so hard not to go in for the hug.
Yep.
If you're touchy-feely like I am, it's hard not to do that.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
you can't do that. You got it. We got to pull back and change. And it felt really hard. My son came over to see his dog, which now I have, and it was hard not to go up and give him a really big hug. But I just said, son, I said it feels silly not to hug you, but I love you. He
Well,
goes,
yeah.
oh, it's okay,
Yeah,
because he
the
doesn't
other-
care. Or,
The other thing that I still have a question on, and that nobody seemed to have answered it because I've heard different versions from different doctors and different people, is that our pets can carry the virus too.
No. What happened was they had one person in Hong Kong with a little dog, and she announced that the doctor said her little dog had coronavirus too. But there was no actual proof that that had happened or anything. So Paul, I did think of you when I heard that. I thought, Mia
Yep.
and
Yeah.
Roxy, but
Yep.
no, they're not thinking that is happening. They're not thinking there is that transfer. And so I think we're safe unless you
Well,
know our
the
dogs
thing
get
of it
pulled.
is I don't think they're swabbing pets to see. So you,
Well, see, that's why the lady who said that happened, I thought, why are you lying?
Yep.
And they do it to try to get people's angst up a
get
little bit
everybody
higher.
fired up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if our dogs were falling over and lungs, we would hear about it. And my stupid dogs, I mean, they'd be in line for it. They'd be like, yeah, let's go get that. Because they're not very smart, my
Yeah.
dogs.
Go fish. You are in a good place with
You are a family.
You are
a family
family.
goat.
When you go to Canadian Drone Hub, you go to Val's channel. All of the people that you admire or feel family with are pretty much genuine. Now, there's
Yeah.
some places you can go that it's not. You know, it's that 24/7 fire up everybody and drama, but that's not what feeds us. So
No,
Trying
that's
to stay
nothing we
away,
like.
stay away from the drama here. So
yep.
Well, that's what makes it easier.
Yep. Manamana says we all care here.
Yeah.
yes, we do.
So don't worry. If
Yep.
there's drama, I just get rid of it because I'm like, I can't do it.
Well,
I'm
besides,
just,
Val likes to play whack-a-troll anyway.
I do. I do. I do.
Val lives for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I kicked Roger out, bam.
It's almost like she ought to have a little wheel up there at the top that rolls over every time she whacks another troll.
But trolls don't usually come to my channel. I mean, I've had just recently, I had a couple guys who I thought were friends of mine come on and be really mean, and then go on Kim's channel and be really mean, and
Yeah.
and say bad things about me, and that was very hurtful. So, go fish office. I know that happens, and then you get sad. But here's the thing: if people are willing to do that to you, then they don't really care about you. So go to the friends that do.
Yep. Yep.
Come see us because we care about you.
That's right.
And so what did I do? I blocked them. Bam. I just thought,
She
you
whacked
know
them all.
what? If they're being not mean and they're being nasty and they're not being nice, I don't have to do that. I have a right not to have to do that. So I know people get mad at me for it, but I'm just like, okay,
Yep.
I'm going to keep my channel no drama.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Hey,
like Tim
Paul, thanks
says.
for coming in on Sunday, by the way,
Oh, not a
and
problem.
talking with me. I kind of got overwhelmed all of a sudden, didn't expect it,
Yes, I know.
but got very overwhelmed. And it was very nice of you to come in and say the things.
And I didn't mean to make you cry on Sunday, Val. I am sorry.
No, it's, you know what? All of a sudden it hit me. I didn't think I'd be able to get to Maryland and Canada, but part of that was the virus that was going around,
Yeah.
and people weren't. I'm a germaphobe. I mean, okay, Trump and I, that's the one thing we have in common. I am a germaphobe. And so I'm always washing my hands anyway, and I'm always
Yeah.
wanting that antiseptic. And I feel stupid when people see me just squeezing it all over the
Yeah.
carts I use. I mean, I always feel silly, but I am a bit. And then when they had that, and then the cruise ship, and then I told my sister, yeah, I don't think I have the money to come because I didn't want to say I was afraid to go.
Ariel Williams, hello. She says hi, Paul.
Hey,
and Val.
Ariel.
And Robert's here too.
So when they said I couldn't, they started limiting who should be flying, who should be going on cruises. I said, oh, okay, I can't come, and it's chronic. And she goes, but I thought it was money, and I'm like,
No.
I was afraid to get on the plane with people. But then I realized I couldn't do it. I really couldn't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then my sister came on. It just made it worse. So I had to become the pickle because I didn't want people to see me cry.
Yeah, exactly.
because it hurt me.
But you
Hello,
know what?
Ariel.
Let's cheer up Go Fish a little bit with a
Okay.
mana
You go.
mana
Do-do-do-do-do.
mana mana
Do-do-do-do-do.
mana mana.
Okay, I don't remember all of it. Go Fish, I want you to know that was just for you because I don't sing that song.
That's
That
right.
was for you.
I never see her sing that. Well, I think I saw
did
you
not.
sing
I
it
did
one
that
other
for
time.
you.
I think one other time, Val. I think I saw you sing it.
Maybe they're forgetting, but yeah, I don't usually do it. So,
Wasn't it
wanted you
over
to
on
know,
Those
Go
Guys you
Fish.
sang it once, I think?
huh?
I think over on Those Guys.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of things with singing stuff on those
Those
guys
guys?
because
Yeah.
they
Those
don't like the
guys?
pickles.
What was that?
Yeah.
They
dropping
hate
a
the
shot?
pickle.
There
Oh
he's
God.
dropping a shot. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Tim, you're just in time
Oh, Go Fish. I've lived that life.
for the Muppets.
I don't live it now. But sometimes when I get really stressed, I'm not always really nice to Kevin. I think that's bad.
No.
Hey, you know what she said?
Kevin is your
before-
pillar.
Before
Val.
you
Yes,
came
he
on,
is.
Robert,
Yeah.
Val said she really starting to like Devil Dog.
Yeah.
Devil Dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's got Devil
because-
Dog now. She's got her son's dog.
Because my son's girlfriend.
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna
I did
move
see
in,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't move in if he had Devil Dog. So now I have a Devil Dog, but he's just so cute.
Oh.
He's starting to, yeah.
Starting to win Val over now.
Yeah, he is. And then my
Is he
son
a rescue,
was,
Val?
no, they got him as a puppy. My son loves him. My son comes every day to see him. He's
Yeah.
putting the doggy doors in. He's paying for all of it. He's paying Kevin to keep an eye on him, all that. I mean, he's taking really good responsibility. But when I saw him just hugging that dog and looking in his eyes, going, I'm so sorry. I just,
No.
oh my God, it broke my heart. And I just thought, you know what? I will take very good care because my son loves this dog and this dog must be lovable if my son loves him. So,
Mhm.
so
That's awesome.
now I've decided to change my mind about hating Devil Dog.
Yeah.
Go Fish, you're welcome.
I've
We
got to say,
we enjoyed doing the song for you.
yeah, I got to say, Val, we have a rescue, and if I could get a hold of the person that had him before us, I would probably throttle them
Yeah,
because I would love to know what he went through before he came to us.
Yeah.
So my dog, my husky wolf, was a
Ranger.
was skin and bones and nothing to him because he was just running around the hills and nobody claimed him and nobody would. And so he was starving, just trying to eat out of trash cans. And
Yeah.
then I got him, and that's why he still likes the trash can. But my Saint Bernard, the family who had him from a puppy, had her from a puppy. And then she tried to protect them and she got very protective. And they didn't know what to do. So they chained her, put her outside, and left her and
Oh,
wouldn't bring her in. And when they got her as a rescue, she was skin and bones and extremely aggressive. Now she's a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
Because I've had her for 3 or 4 years. And I tell you, all I do is they just hug her and love her. And she loves us. And she's become a teddy bear.
Yeah.
So I think that if you love your dogs like you do,
Yeah.
Robert, and like Paul does and I do, dogs turn around. They're only mean and mad because people treat them bad and they hit them and they're not nice to them. They don't love them.
exactly.
And they keep them outside. Oh, I'd have a dog if you only wanted to be outside. Okay, my dog's 3 huge dogs and I keep them inside.
Well, I
That's a
just
problem too. What can I do?
I heard from somebody that works in animal rescue that this coronavirus now they're getting inundated with people turning their dogs in
Why?
because they can't keep them.
because they can't keep them.
Why?
There's really no good reason, but that's what they say. Well, now that we don't know if we're going to have a job, we might have to move with a bit, just turning them in left and right.
Mhm.
Well, see, and that's the reason why when something happens with Mary, it will sooner or later, and it's probably sooner than later. I'll sweep the streets. I don't care. I'll do what Manama's doing. I'll go clean dog poop. I'm not losing my dogs.
Yep. Well, now
My dogs. I
what will
promise
happen
they'll
with
go
Mary's
home.
dog?
I'll have one.
Is
Huh?
there plans for Mary's dog?
No, that dog is actually her daughter's and her granddaughter's.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
that
okay.
dog is going to be
Taken care of.
blessed. That
Yeah.
dog is so spoiled. I love him, Stanley. Okay, so I love all dogs. What can I
Because
do?
I hear you talking about Stanley when you're over there.
Stanley, I'll be sleep. Okay, I'm on the couch. I start to close my eyes. Like Carol will go, Valerie, you look tired. I go, yeah, I'll take a 15-minute nap. Set my timer for 15 minutes, close my eyes. But I can't sleep because all of a sudden he starts creeping up. And I know what he's going to do. He's going to come lick my face. He waits and then he comes slowly up. And when I open my eyes, he's like, and I'm like, no, Stanley, do not lick my lips. He licks my lips. So he's so funny. But I love him. Kevin comes and walks him every day I'm there. Kevin
Yeah.
goes, okay, I came over to give Stanley a walk, and out they go. So, yeah, what can we do? We love dogs, evidently.
Oh yeah, I've always loved every one of them, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be one of my questions to God if I make it there, is why don't they live as long as we do? But I think I know the answer as I got older, is because it would be so hard for me to leave her behind,
Yes.
not knowing what's going to happen to her. Because
Yeah.
our
Right.
animals, our pets, can't survive on their own.
Well, and the truth is, I always assumed by the time I was ready to retire, I wouldn't have any dogs because Ranger will be of that age, and so will Lily Ann. And big dogs don't always live as long. And so I
Right.
thought, okay, by the time I'm 65, I probably won't have dogs and I probably won't get them because I won't want to leave them. But now I have devil dogs, so I'm going to have to keep going for another 15 years.
Hey,
So I'm going
Christine.
to have to stay alive till 80 because I think
And
Labradoodles live for a long
We've
time.
we've done that too, Val. We had Misty, and she passed away 3 years ago, and we were like, we're not getting another one. This is it. We can't. Emotionally, we can't do that again.
Yeah. And you
But-
did.
I keep saying that every time I go get another.
And I can't see my life without either one of
Nope.
them.
Nope.
I can't.
Hey, Craft King. Yeah, I can't. It's just I'm so used to having a puppy. And now I know, unless things don't work out with my son and his gal, I will have Devil Dog for at least 14 years. Devil Dog's
Yeah.
a year old. So I'll probably have him for 14 more years.
And the nice thing about it is Devil Dog over the next 3 or 4 years, he's going to gradually settle down more and more and more.
Oh yeah, and we've noticed that with Hank. Hank's
Have
the rescue
you?
that we. Yeah,
Do you have
He's-
Hank the
he-
Cow Dog?
yeah.
Have you ever read those books, Hank the Cow Dog?
No, I haven't.
Okay, you need to get it because
Okay.
I used to read those to my son David, and they were so funny because they're such a dog. Oh, she must want us to be in the kitchen eating food because that's why she left the door open. Come on, Drover.
Come on in. Yeah.
Craft King has a dog that's 16.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's awesome.
See,
Yep.
I wonder, Craft King, because I'm thinking
No.
it may get to the point, oh, just lost a 17-year-old Aussie. Oh.
Mm.
Your
Australian
dog's lived a
dog,
long
yeah.
time. I just lost Gandhi. She's 18,
Yeah.
but she is a kitty cat. And my dog was so disturbed by it. I told you what happened. He
Yep.
picked her
Yeah.
up after she
Yep.
died, got her out of the box, and brought her out because he didn't want us to, to put her in a
Yeah.
box. Flippin'
Oh.
dog, Ranger. Rangers, oh, Hank the Cowdog books are awesome, aren't they?
Hmm.
I had special
have to look
voices
those up,
for all the
Go Fish.
characters.
Yeah. I'll have to look those up.
Oh, they're
That's-
cute books.
That's yeah, that's really cool for sure.
Yeah,
Well, kids,
Yep.
I'm going to have to call it a night.
I know.
I
Robert.
am too.
I'm getting
Yeah.
sleepy.
Yep. Yep.
And
Well,
I love talking with you guys.
hey,
Oh,
the feeling's mutual. Val and I think very highly of you, Robert.
oh, we do. Robert, I
But-
absolutely adore you. You know
Oh,
this.
you're
I
a
do.
godsend. You guys have helped me through a lot. I
Same.
appreciate it.
We're family. We are family.
Uh-oh. See what
Hey.
you did, Robert? Yeah, no, dude. put those
Before
down.
before you go, Robert,
'em
let's
down.
give them one more. Here we go.
All right.
Phenomena,
Do-do-do-do-do.
phenomena,
Do-do-do-do-do.
phenomena.
I think I almost got it back.
Phenomena. Yep.
Good night, my friends.
Okay.
Good night,
Love
everybody
you
in the
all.
chat. You take care. Craftsman,
Go fish.
Robert,
Go
Keep looking
fish.
up to
God
the
bless
stars.
you. We'll be thinking about you, Joe Mack, and everybody in the
Macacock.
chat. Thanks for jumping in with us. It was
yeah,
it
thanks.
was good, and just remember, the sun will come up tomorrow, and everything will be better.
And thank you for putting up with me having to be in bed because it's like, I appreciate it.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to say good night, and we will see you again next time.